Good morning, friends. Hope you're well. I'm going to kind of speed along a little bit this week because on the story last week, I got cut off at the end. So I think sometimes these little videos need to be shorter than longer. But I did want to share something with you that my little sister Isabel gave me. Isn't it neat? It's a birdhouse for a wren, which is a very small bird. Maybe you've seen them before. That's what they look like. So I have to figure out where Mr. Allen and I are going to hang it, but I thought it was neat. Now today, we are going to read The Story of Ping by Marjorie Flack and Kurt Weiss. It's a story that takes place in China on the Yangtze River. Now I just wanted to show you where China is on this map. Okay, here we are in Atlanta, Georgia, right about there. And China is over here in the purple area. So that's quite a long way away. The Story of Ping. There's Ping. And there is the first picture. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful young duck named Ping. Ping lived with his mother and his father and his 2 sisters and 3 brothers and 11 aunts and uncles. 11 aunts and 7 uncles and 42 cousins. Their home was a boat with 2 wise eyes on the Yangtze River. Each morning as the sun rose from the east, Ping and his mother and his father and sisters and brothers and aunts and uncles and his 42 cousins all marched one by one down a little bridge to the shores of the Yangtze River. All day they would hunt for snails and little fishes for other pleasant things to eat. But in the evening, as the sun set in the west, la 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 lay, would call the master of the boat. Quickly, Ping and all his many family would come scurrying. Quickly, they would march one by one up over the little bridge and onto the wise-eyed boat, which was their home on the Yangtze River. Ping was always careful, very careful, not to be last, because the last duck to cross over the bridge always got a spank on his back. So he's not last that time. But one afternoon, as the shadows grew long, Ping did not hear the call because at that moment Ping was wrong side up, trying to catch a little fish. So you see everybody else marching up. By the time Ping was right side up, his mother and his father and his aunts were already marching one by one up over the bridge. By the time Ping neared the shore, his uncles and his cousins were marching over, and by the time Ping reached the shore, the last of his 42 cousins had crossed the bridge. Ping knew he would be the last, the very last duck if he crossed the bridge. Ping did not want to be spanked. So he hid. Oh, I'm sorry, this one. So he hid. Ping hid behind the grasses, and as the dark came and the pale moon shone in the sky, Ping watched as the wise-eyed boat slowly sailed away down the Yangtze River. All night long, Ping slept in the grasses on the bank of the river with his head tucked under his wing. And when the sun rose up from the east, Ping found he ate these crumbs. He came nearer and nearer to the houseboat. Then, splash! There was a boy in the water, a little boy with a barrel on his back, which was tied to a rope from the boat, just as all boat boys on the Yangtze River are tied to their boats. In the boy's hand was a rice cake. So that barrel is like his life preserver. Oh, cried the little boy, and up dashed Ping and snatched at the rice cake. Quickly, the boy grabbed Ping and held him tight. Quack, 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 cried Ping. Oh, oh, yelled the little boy. Ping and the boy made such a splashing and such a noise that the boy's father came running, and the boy's mother came running, and the boy's sisters and brother came running. They all looked over the edge of the boat at Ping and the boy splashing in the water of the Yangtze River. Then the boy's father and mother pulled at the rope, which was tied to the barrel on the little boy's back. They pulled, and up came Ping and the boy onto the houseboat. "Ah, duck dinner has come to us," said the boy's father. "I will cook him with rice at sunset tonight," said the boy's mother. "No, no, my nice duck is too beautiful to eat," cried the boy. But down came a basket all over Ping, and he could see no more of the boy or the boat or the beautiful yellow water of the Yangtze River. All day long, Ping could see only the thin lines of sun which shone through the cracks in the basket, and Ping was very sad. After a long while, Ping heard the sound of oars and felt the jerk, jerk, jerk of the boat as it was rowed down the Yangtze River. Soon the lines of sunshine came through the crack of the basket, turned rose color, and Ping knew the sun was setting in the west. Ping heard footsteps coming near to him. The basket was quickly lifted, and the little boy's hands were holding Ping. Quickly, quietly, the boy dropped Ping over the side of the boat, and Ping slipped into the water, the beautiful yellow water of the Yangtze River. Then Ping heard this call. La, 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 la. Ping looked, and there near the bank of the river was the wise-eyed boat, which was Ping's home. And Ping saw his mother and his father and his aunts all marching one by one up over the little bridge. Swiftly, Ping turned and swam, paddling towards the shore. Now Ping could see his uncles marching one by one. Paddle, paddle, Ping hurried towards the shore. Ping saw his cousins marching one by one. Paddle, paddle. And Ping neared the shore, but as Ping reached the shore, the last of Ping's 42 cousins marched over the bridge, and Ping knew that he was late again. But up marched Ping up over the little bridge, and spank came the spank on Ping's back. Then at last, Ping was back with his mother and his father and 2 sisters and 3 brothers and 11 aunts and 7 uncles and 42 cousins, home again on the wise-eyed boat of the Yangtze River. So I think this must be Ping, and maybe when they're little, I see a couple other like cousins, maybe they're yellow when they're little. And then just one more thing before we sign off, guys. It didn't say on the cover who was the author and who was the illustrator. So I think Marjorie Flack must have written this, because the very last illustration is signed by Kay Weiss.